Hello, Cancers. This is your tarot reading for the dates of June 1st through the 15th. Welcome back, all subscribers. If you're brand new to the channel and you like the vibe here, hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. And with no further ado, we do the tarot reading, and then at the end, to shake it up a little bit, we do channeled information that gives it's like a tarot reading with a twist. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and start your reading, my beautiful Cancer friends. You have the Ten of Coins here. This is you being jazzed about life in general. You have the wherewithal and confidence that your future is bright and shiny. So you've rested and relaxed here if you're in the States or North America, visiting American friends. You are feeling pretty good about jazzed about life as you just came off a major holiday. It's basically the kickoff for summer. People like to play, rest, and relax, and come out of hibernation. So this is an enjoyable part of your year. You're looking forward to your birthday, taking stock of life in general. You have two different cards here, though, in comparison or silhouette to that card, that because these are serious cards for a serious growth period surrounding your birthday, taking stock. So it's Five of Swords crossed by, this is normally the decision or devil card. It's called the decision card. So it's a life lesson that's at your doorstep right now. With the Five of Swords, this is the energy of finishing what you started regardless of the consequences or how others feel or their feelings or how their free will. So maybe in this particular situation, Cancers, you should look at the karmic strings attached to continuing on with this decision or project or plan, because the Five of Swords is basically somebody in the community not taking in karmic influences and people, he being isolated from the community in general. They're turning their back on you. So you might not want to go there. And you're also crossed by the Devil card. Oops. And I like it here better because it's decision. So with that card, this is talking about an obsession. Could be an obsession with, as a mortal person or having a body, we either overeat or we deal with substances, or also it could be just an over concern with material goods instead of looking at the bigger picture. So this is kind of a lesson about thinking outside the box or getting in touch with what really matters in life. You know, just because things are going well doesn't mean, and you have material wealth, at what price? Question mark. At what price do you continue to aggregate or accumulate wealth? If you're going to pay karma for it in the long term, maybe you should take a step back and reassess the situation. And dare say, you know, with looking at it from neutrality, look at it fairly and squarely. With the Magician reversed here, this is in the now position, so you're actually feeling blocked. Either you're blocked, creatively blocked. You're not really getting the green light. Something is off. With the Perspective card or Hangman card here in the past relevant to the situation, you do have a bent towards spirituality. You do actually look at life from that spiritual vantage point. You might actually use meditation to support your daily habits or honor your path. You might use meditative practices. You've looked at it, you took a time out where things weren't working out, and you went inwardly. So with the Ten of Swords here, however, in the near future, this is great news because the worst is now behind you. So you faced your demons straight on, and you learn the life lesson that you were supposed to by being handed a time off, whether you wanted it or appreciated it or not. And now the worst is behind you. And dearest Cancer friends, here, look at this. Now that you've cleared away some of the chaff from the wheat, or you made way for something brand new and fresh in your life, here comes a love relationship with the Two of Cups. Yes, sometimes this is a platonic relationship, but more often than not, this is actually a physical union or a love relationship that either is nurtured and grows to something a little bit more substantial, like a life partner and or a serious love relationship that matures into marriage. With the Temperance card here, this is the environment that surrounds you. This is you having that quiet sort of awareness that all is well, especially if you don't make any big decisions right away, or it's kind of a quiet resolve. It's kind of a mature feeling of knowing that life has lessons associated with it if things don't, for all intents and purposes, seem to be working out. In the end, they do work out. And with the King of Cups here in your hopes and fears position, so female Cancers, this is you seeking a very substantial person in your life. The King of Cups could be a father figure and or your father surrogate. King of Cups is in touch with your feelings, honorable person, pillar of society, has enough wherewithal to share with his friends and family, always knows the right things to say. Kind of like if anybody could embody, like Lincoln would embody this kind of King of Cups, in touch with their emotions and able to be a pillar of society. That's just one example. Especially here in North America. Choose your favorite King of Cups person with this. That's in your hopes and fears. With the King of Coins here, this is perhaps having too much energy in your finances, obsessing about finances and thinking that finances is everything. If you're not bucks up, that in some way you're falling short. So let's have the Supreme Being chime in, give us a little bit more. And then I was going to actually do a clarification card because everybody seems to like these cards genuinely, and they always want that, having the human form, they want to know what's going on in their love relationship. So let's go ahead and pull a clarification card so we have something to look forward to or know that we're on the right path. I got the Trust card, but let's go ahead and trust. That's what it fell open to, but let's not. I'm going to shuffle and then see what card actually comes up. So this is for Cancers for June 1st to the 15th. My Cancer lovely friends. Sign of the Crab, but you're all very beautiful. Well, I have a lot of friends, people like you, so I don't know exactly why your sign is the Crab. In particular, you're crabby people. One more. I'm going to thump it for good luck. And let's see what we got. So heart-to-heart conversations. So that says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So if you're interested in somebody, then a heart-to-heart might actually bring to you what you desire. So instead of playing games, put your cards on the table. Sometimes we think that playing games or holding our true feelings to our chest is the right thing to do. Cancers. And then let's have the Supreme Being chime in, give us a little bit additional information in regards to the 1st through the 15th. Many of you Cancers feel like you need to keep people on the outside or outskirts or at arm's length. And Spirit's telling me the more you do this, the less inspired you feel, because we are of mortal blood. We are actually social creatures, being human beings, and we need people in our lives because that's a part of being a human being, of being a part of a community. So he's reiterating, he said this to you, I believe, last card reading, if you check it, your Cancers, he said the same thing, but it's not unusual for you to get the same message until you take the ball and run with it yourself. Or not. So Cancers, it looks like if you could just loosen up a little bit about controlling, the energy of controlling everything. Sometimes spontaneity is exactly what we need in life to feel as if the Supreme Being has a hand in our life, and not that everything is dictated or down to the last detail. I see angel wings, by the way, so cool. Anyway, and these are Archangel Michael cards. Okay, so I must have seen angel rings for this particular reason. The Supreme Being saying, Cancers, you can always ask for help from the other side. It doesn't have to be somebody that's departed that you knew. It could be, but it could also be the angels, or if you're lucky or fortunate to believe in help from the other side that's not visible, that you can't prove. To me, I feel like that's a blessing. So, but we're not going to argue that point. Spirit's just saying if you could actually ask for help from across the veil, then you might be happily surprised. So thank you so much. Until next time, I'm wishing you so much light and love. Bye-bye for now.